Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Grass and Grain. You join me in your gill. We are out in the 11090 and we're just doing finish off a little bit of harrowing. We have been in this field for a few hours. We're just doing a few passes around the headlands to tidy the ends up and then we're looking good. They'll all be done. Grass is nearly a little bit long for what we want to do here, but we are just, oh, there's someone going down the road in the spreader. We are just trying to get on here and get our things done where we can, and it's still a little bit wet out in some places, so trying to get some of the groundwork done. Also the ground's a little bit cold as well, just a bit too cold to be able to start drilling. We're hoping it's going to warm up a little bit over the course of the week, so we're going to do some cultivation work, but the seed bed itself is just not ready to grow too much. So we did get a lot field of rape in about a week ago, but it's still not quite where I'd like it to be, so we'll see. We'll watch the space really for that, but what it does mean is I get the opportunity to go out in the old gill here and crack on and get some fields done. Just get a little bit of a harrow through with the aim of just kind of pulling out some of the did there be a crash down there? Oh, that's good. With the aim of pulling out some of the dead grass in here as well. We will be putting fertilizer on here in the coming weeks, so it'll give it a bit of a kick, a bit of a boost that we need it to, and we should be good. Certainly that's the aim and the intention at the very least there. But yeah, this shed has all been finished as well. The shed contractors came back and stuck that one up and got rid of the big crane thing. So we're all looking good in that respect, which is fantastic news, so we can really get pushing along there. Got a spare shed available now, so when we do and when we can shove some bales into there, and gives us a little bit more storage space for machinery as well, because God knows we're running short on that. Come on, old girl, up the hill. Let's go. This old 11090 doesn't do a great deal. Sometimes gets stuck on the trailer with a cart and a bit of cart and bales around. It does light field work like this as well, but that's pretty much the top and bottom of it really these days. Some of the equipment we're starting to get a hold of is a little bit too big for this, so it struggles to really be able to handle it. But yeah, other than that, it's looking alright. It's for what we ask it to do, it does it with aplomb. Yeah, listen to the sound of it as well. What a beaut. What an absolute beaut. Okay, around we go again. Oh, looks like trucks moving down there. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's about 3 in the afternoon now, so maybe a little bit later actually. I'm going to watch on. So the sun is going to be setting here soon and gives us a beautiful evening sunset. It really, really does. Absolutely glorious. Yeah, just a great time of the year here in Shamrock, and it's something that we'll hopefully going to see a little bit more of this sun as we can try and progress and get this weather to clear up a little bit. Tomorrow I am hoping to get some nitrogen put down in some fields just to let the, like I say, let the silage ground really kick on. That's something that's paramount for our kind of to get a good crop of hay off for ourselves. We have some contract work that we need to start thinking about doing as well sooner rather than later. So I'm hoping that's going to come through. Alright then, that's pretty much us done there. There you come. Not bad looking harrows. These one nice and cheap, actually very simple, but very well put together there, which means that there's not too much to go wrong on it. But nice and a nice cheap setup anyway. There. What we're going to do though, we're going to get this all folded up, take it back down the road, stick it in the yard for this evening, and I think we might come back to you tomorrow actually when the weather should hopefully be a little bit better and allow us to really get rumbling on there a little bit. So we'll just make sure everything's looking good. These do fold up on the hydraulics there. I like that there's 3 little tines in the back of the wheel as well. There we go. Put my light on there. We need to get the plough in the ground soon as well, actually. We've got some work that we need to get chugged along with on there. Got some acres to turn over before we can get into the get the drill into it. We'll be back in that field, so we'll leave that gate open for now. Okay then, so church is out of force tonight there, and away we go. Oh, we still can't muck somewhere. Hello! I don't recognise that guy, I don't know where he's from actually. I've seen them driving around here, spreading muck somewhere up the hillside actually, but I've never seen them before, it's a weird one. I'm sure I'll find out at some point. Come on, let's go, old girl. I do need to think about how I'm going to, I need to get a gate on here, but I also need to think about this driveway. This is going to get pretty terrible in the winter. We need to get some sort of security on that drive. We've got the fence out because we were going to potentially look into doing some fertilizer this evening. But that might be delayed a little bit now. And like I say, we have both of our sheds built now, which gives us a whole new area. Oh lord, look at what's going on up there. Perfect. We just got to keep this down again because we'll stick this back over here. Oh, that'll do. But as I say, yeah, we've got a nice big area in which we can work in. Obviously, I've left my flashing light on again. I'm always doing that. Oh, jump out. So we've got a bit of a turn circle as well. At some stage there, we are going to get the try to see if we can get a wall built along here and maybe down that end. We're going to keep this as it is for now because it's another area where we can store trailers. To be honest, that'll do just to keep them out of the way. But yeah, that's pretty much us. So we've got a nice little bit of storage space there as well. I think I really like that actually, it's looking great. So we'll start to, over the late spring and throughout the summer there, we'll be filling this with hay and straw. And then that'll also free up some of the other buildings around here as well. If we keep putting straw into there, put hay into the other side there, we should have plenty of storage space. We still do need to get a combine on hire, or at least for the season. So we're going to be looking into that in the next month or so. I think not quite there, ready for it yet. But yeah, we're kind of looking good, giving us our area to work with, and I'm very happy with it. Moving on now though, we will just do a few jobs to tidy up around the yard for this evening, and then tomorrow we're going to get out and get after it on a bit of fertilizer, I think. So we'll come back and we'll catch up with you in the morning. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? This was not forecast at all when I went to bed last night. It was supposed to be cold with a few light rain showers. Fast forward about 12 hours or so, and we are stuck in snow, of all things. It seems warm enough that it's not laying on the ground just yet, but who knows. What we're going to do, we are out in the 110.9 again, as you can see on the back here. You might be able to see we went to go and pick up some fertilizer today for our grassland. And we're going to try and get this all put onto, well, we were going to try and get it all put onto the grass. We might still get out there and do a couple of bits and pieces at the very least. But, God, the traffic today, the snow has just reduced everyone to crawling speed here. It's ridiculous. So we're trying to make the best of it as we can. We're just going to keep on cracking along. Oh, you're slowing me down there, white car. This, it's putting a little bit of weight up the hill now, and it does not like it. It's probably putting up some smoke if I could see. Come on, get up the hill there. There we go. But yeah, this snow is less than ideal, but hey, gotta kind of work with the cards they're giving, I suppose. There we go, get a bit more speed up. That's the one thing, we do take deliveries. I only wanted to get a few tons of fertilizer, so I didn't bother taking the truck down. I thought just stick it onto the trailer. But yeah, it's still enough to make the old Fiat work a little bit there. Come on, get up the hill. One thing this is pretty much going to do is stop me from putting any oilseed rape or wheat into the ground. There's that John Deere again. I have really no idea where he is working. But yeah, it's going to stop us from getting anything in the ground right now because it's going to really freeze everything over and really knock down that soil temperature. However, we'll try and get to it when we can. I'm hoping if it stays, if this doesn't, if the snow doesn't settle at the very least there, we should be able to get this fertilizer spread anyway, and the snow and the increase in water on the surface will help kind of dilute it in a little bit, hopefully. Oh, there you go. Last little hill, and then we're back in the yard. It's nice to take the feet out to do this once in a while. It just blows out the cobwebs a bit. Gets it working a little. Ooh, come on. So what we're going to do, we'll get this parked up there. We'll fill up the spinner quickly. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. We'll get this stuck into the shed somewhere under cover as well. We might just leave it in the new shed on the trailer for now. That might be the best way to go. But yeah, we can get ourselves going with this. Okay. Let's just leave that about there for now. Doesn't look like there's any sign of it stopping either, which is a concerning thing. Cool, that there we go. Pick that one up like that. So we are putting the heavily nitrogen-based fertilizer down here. The idea being that it really allows what will be the first cut ground to kick on. We're trying to make as many bales of wrapped silage as we can for selling later on, in addition to any contract work that comes in. So we need to get that done. And additionally, once that's all completed, we will be looking to try and where's my knife? This need to open this bag. We'll be looking to try and get some. In addition, we'll also be putting some, either if we can get hold of some organic, well, some slurry really, we'll stick some of that on for after first cut. If not, it'll be back on with the nitrogen and a bit of potash in the second cut there, just to really kind of rejuvenate the grassland so we get a good second cut. So we do rely on that. Right, the next two off, that should just about do it, I should imagine. Alright then, so, oh, it's a blue sky, we might be good to go soon. Hopefully this weather slows down, or even stops snowing entirely, that would be the dream. We're going to stick this back into the shed for now, we'll reverse that theatre back in as well. Back there, about there. Yeah, we'll just stick that back. Perfect stuff. Fantastic. Alright, so that's done. It doesn't look like it's going to stop, but we're going to go for it anyway. The ground is still pretty firm, so I think I got a little bit of a freeze last night on it. So we're going to go and take a bit of a drive at the very worst, and then we're going to have a look to see what we can do. Back out on the fence for the first time in, well, I think it's quite a while actually, so. Now we are going to be looking to try and get our workforce back. At the moment there, it's just hasn't warmed up enough where we can get consistent work really, so it's not quite worthwhile bringing them back in yet. No one's really doing a great deal. Only a few of us are starting to venture out onto the field, so We'll see what that's going to look like for the rest of the week, or rest of the month actually. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the month, early May, we'll get the guys back in and see where we can get pick up really, and get some. We should have a lot of fertilizer, a lot of slurry to put down. Elsewhere, we'll be looking as well to try and get just get ahead with the first cut silage and any of the jobs we can find. We've got a lot of our own drilling to put into the ground as well, so we'll see. I think, as I mentioned previously, some of the other farmers in the area who were affected by the flood have yet to replace our equipment, so we could find ourselves being brought in to do a little bit of extra work there. But we'll see how it all goes, really. I'm hoping so at the very least, because that would be good. A nice additional source of revenue there. There's another traffic jam over there. The traffic's going so slow. So we've got a block of what must be in the region of around about 60 acres of grass over here we're going to hit. Won't get it all done with this tank, of course, but we'll make a start on it. Need to trim back that hedge a little bit so we can actually see on the way out. And yeah, we'll take the road around the side here. We're not going to start with this ground here. We're actually going to start with our own stuff on the other side of the river first, I think. There's a few bigger fields there that we might take a first cut off and then we're going to plough them in. There'll be arable mainly for us down here next year, but yeah, for now we'll see. A few people are asking what's going to happen inside the yard there. Really at the moment there, the only thing we can do is level it. We haven't quite got around to doing that yet. So we will have to look into that one, but yeah, that's certainly where the next option for us. It's failing any health and safety there as it stands right now, so that will be something we definitely have to look into in order just to make it safe enough to work in and around, really. We won't use it as a main yard, that's for sure, but it will be something we'll have to address in the coming months and make a plan on what we want to do for really at the end. Here, I think. All right, and here you go. Off we go with that. Happy days. Do really like this fence. It's really cracking up the hours now. It's got close to about 4,500 on there, which for its age still isn't that bad. I know a few people who have still held on to these as 7,000 plus. And at the moment there, it's just a really, really nice tractor to be in. I see no need to change it out. It still works well. I can get it repaired pretty quickly as well if I need to on the off chance that something does go wrong. But yeah, other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful tractor. And I'm hoping that's going to continue for a while. And we won't need to touch it mechanically either, because that would be the dream. But yeah, I just really like how we're set up at the moment. Now we're doing fantastically well. Combine it. This is around about 165 horse, so it's the middle of our tractor fleet. We've got the big John Deere. The 6920 is a little smaller. It's about 150. But it certainly allows us to be able to do a bulk of the work with those machines. Certainly don't need anything bigger at this stage. go down to the bottom here to spin it around, and then we'll continue through. So that's pretty much where we're going to leave it for now, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything as always. And we will see you in the next one. Until then, though, I am Jack O'Brien. You've been watching Grass and Grain, and we will see you later on down the line. Until then, have a great day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you all later.